Cool, so to make soup out of this, all you do is take an onion, a little bit of garlic. I'm gonna cut off the tip of the onion, then I'm gonna cut right down through the stem. And then just peel it. Always keep your compost bucket nearby. Just chuck that in there. So you can see this end of the onion, I leave it on, and the other side is cut off. And what I do is I just start cutting slits all the way down, but I'm not cutting through this part, only to right there. And you can cut these as wide as you want, but what I like to do is keep them real small, because then it's going to cook really fast. So let's go all the way across. We don't need too much, I'm not making that much soup. So then what we have is it's cut this way, and then you can just cut real small, and you got a minced onion already ready to go. So that's about all I need for this. If you got any other pieces, just cut them up. Garlic, what I do is I cut both ends off, give it a little smash, and then the peeling comes right off. Same deal, I don't need quite the whole clove. So then when I have this piece, all I do is give it a smash. Ellery doesn't cry too much, so hopefully she doesn't cry because of these onions. So right there, pretty quick, you got some minced onion and minced garlic. This is about 1/2 cup total. Now I just pop this pan on a medium-high heat. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of olive oil. Gets a little bit hot, and then you put in your onions and garlic. And stir that around a bit. You don't need to brown these onions, just cook them till they get soft, a little bit translucent. If they're starting to get brown, just turn the heat down a little bit. Since these onions are cooked pretty small, they only took about a minute to cook. Now I'm going to add a little black pepper. Touch of dried oregano. Then add the butternut squash. Looks like about 1.5 cups, 2 cups to me. Not really worried about the recipe. Stir that around. Of course, what do you need now? You need some liquid. If you have some good chicken stock, you can add that right now, but I'm just gonna add some water. You don't have to think about the recipe here, just keep adding it till it looks like soup.
To go with butternut squash, yams and rice. I'm telling some stories and I'm telling some fables. We're all together sitting at the table. Butternut squash, yams and rice. Butternut squash, yams and rice. A little bit of cinnamon spice. We're talking butternut squash.
Nice, so I'm gonna bring this up to a boil. I'm gonna let it simmer a bit, season it with salt and pepper, but basically less than 10 minutes you have soup. So this is just starting to come up to a boil. Give it a couple stirs, I'm gonna turn that down to a simmer. I'll simmer that 5 minutes at the most and we're ready to eat it. Okay, soup's ready. I got a bowl for Finley, I got a bowl for Mama, I got a bowl for myself. Nice. I'm gonna get some greens from the backyard, make a nice salad. Got a loaf of bread from the bakery. I mean, can't think of much better dinner than this. You gonna have some, Ellery? Maybe in a couple months. Cool, let's go get Finley out of bed. Finley! Let's wake up.
Butternut squash, yams and rice. A little bit of cinnamon spice. We're talking butternut squash, yams, and rice.